Let's start with the basics. Communication is the foundation of understanding in any relationship. Without it, how can you truly know what your partner is thinking or feeling? How can they know what's going on in your mind? When we communicate openly and honestly, we build a deeper connection with our spouse. You don't just talk about the day-to-day details, but you share your emotions, your worries, your hopes, and your needs. This openness is vital because it allows you both to be vulnerable, to show each other who you really are. For example, if one partner is stressed out at work but doesn't communicate it, the other may assume something's wrong in the relationship, leading to unnecessary tension. On the other hand, if they communicate honestly, "Hey, I'm feeling overwhelmed with work and I need a little support," it clears the air and allows both partners to understand the situation better. 2. Preventing misunderstandings. Cut to a more relatable tone, maybe sitting with a piece of paper or a visual that shows a misunderstanding scenario. One of the biggest pitfalls in marriage is misunderstanding. Even if you're not actively trying to hide something from your partner, if you don't express your thoughts clearly, things can get lost in translation. Misunderstandings happen all the time. Maybe you think your spouse should have known how you were feeling without you saying it, or you expect them to do something without communicating it directly. This can create frustration and resentment. Clear communication helps to prevent this. Instead of assuming your partner knows what's going on in your head, you tell them. You say, "I feel this way because of this situation," or "I need help with this task." It's not just about saying words. It's about being intentional with your message. And remember, it's not always about the words you say, but how you say them. Tone, body language, and timing all play a role in making sure your message is received the way you intend. 3. Active listening. It's not just about talking switch to a more interactive tone, maybe mimicking an example of a conversation with a partner. Here's something I think a lot of couples overlook: active listening. Communication isn't just about talking, it's also about listening. And I mean really listening. So often, we're so focused on what we're going to say next that we don't actually take in what our partner is saying. Active listening means being fully present and engaged in the conversation. This includes making eye contact, nodding to show your understanding, and asking clarifying questions if something is unclear. It also means putting away distractions like phones or TV to give your partner your undivided attention. When you actively listen, you make your partner feel heard and valued. It also shows that you respect their perspective, even if it's different from your own. This is especially important when there's tension or disagreement. Taking the time to truly hear each other can diffuse potential conflict and lead to more productive, peaceful conversations. 4. Honest communication builds trust shift to a deeper, more thoughtful tone, perhaps sitting more closely to the camera. Now, let's talk about honesty. Honest communication is the bedrock of trust. Trust is the glue that holds any relationship together, and if you're not being transparent with each other, it can break that bond. For example, if there's something that's bothering you in the relationship, whether it's something small, like leaving dirty socks around the house, or something bigger, like a financial concern, it's so important to address it head-on, rather than letting it fester. Yes, honesty can be tough sometimes, especially when you're afraid of hurting your partner's feelings. But here's the thing. You can be honest without being hurtful. It's all about how you approach it. You can say, "I've been feeling overwhelmed by this issue, and I need your help," rather than criticizing or blaming. By addressing issues directly, you're showing respect for the relationship and laying the groundwork for deeper trust. 5. Communication. During conflict. Cut to a more calm, reassuring tone, perhaps showing an example of resolving a conflict together. Now let's get into something we all have to deal with at some point. Conflict. Conflict is normal in any marriage, But how you communicate during these moments can either escalate things or help you resolve the issue peacefully. Instead of raising your voice or shutting down, try to stay calm and respectful during disagreements. Use I statements instead of you statements, like I feel hurt when, instead of you always do this. This shifts the conversation from blaming to explaining your feelings. Active listening also plays a huge role here. It's easy to get defensive, but by listening to your partner's side with an open mind, you can resolve conflicts without letting them spiral. Conflict isn't about winning or losing. It's about finding a solution together. End with a warm, welcoming tone, maybe smiling and leaning in slightly. So, to sum up, communication is the lifeblood of any harmonious marriage. It's about understanding each other, preventing misunderstandings, actively listening, building trust, and navigating conflicts with respect and empathy. If you can get these principles in place, you'll build a much stronger, more resilient relationship. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. What role does communication play in your relationship? Drop a comment below and let's chat. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.